everyone. In this video, we'll be discussing biomolecules and the central dogma of molecular biology. What are biomolecules? Biomolecules, also called biological molecules, are substances that are produced by cells and living organisms. Biomolecules have a wide range of sizes and structures and perform a vast array of functions. No organisms can exist without biomolecules, as they help carrying out basic functions of the body. The four most important and major biomolecules are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids. Carbohydrates, also known as sugars, are made up primarily of molecules containing atoms of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. They are essential energy sources and structural components of all life on Earth. There are three main types of carbohydrates: monosaccharides containing one sugar molecule, disaccharides containing two attached sugar molecules, and polysaccharides containing three or more attached sugar molecules. Proteins are large, complex molecules that can play many critical roles in the body. They do most of the work in cells and are required for the structure, function, and regulation of the body's tissues and organs. Proteins are made up of hundreds or thousands of smaller units called amino acids, which are attached to one another in long chains. There are 20 different types of amino acids that can be combined to make a protein. The sequence of amino acids determines each protein's unique three-dimensional structure and its specific function. Lipids are a family of organic compounds that are mostly insoluble in water. Composed of fats and oils, lipids are molecules that yield high energy and have a chemical composition mainly of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, similar to carbohydrates. The three main types of lipids are triglycerides, phospholipids, and sterols. Lipids perform three primary biological functions within the body. They serve as structural components of cell membranes, function as energy storehouses, and function as important signaling molecules. Nucleic acid is an important class of macromolecules found in all cells and viruses. Nucleic acids help in storage and expression of genetic information. Deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA, encodes the information in the cell used to make proteins. A related type of nucleic acid called ribonucleic acid comes in different molecular forms that participate in protein synthesis. Now that we know the major biomolecules, let us understand how they are made inside our body. We all know that our cells contain DNA, which is made up of genes that make us. But how do the genes produce proteins that make up all living beings? This is explained by the central dogma of molecular biology, which states that DNA is converted to RNA and this RNA is converted to protein. The formation of DNA to RNA occurs via transcription. It occurs inside the nucleus. When a gene has to be transcribed, the helical double-stranded DNA unwinds and an enzyme called RNA polymerase moves along the DNA, making a complementary strand of RNA. RNA contains a similar nucleotide, except it uses uracil in the place of thymine. The RNA is transported outside the nucleus to a ribosome, where the translation of this RNA to protein takes place. During translation, the ribosome reads 3 nucleotides of RNA at a time, and complementary amino acids are brought by tRNA or transfer RNA, making a chain of amino acids as the ribosome reads through the RNA. One RNA codon is made up of 3 nucleotides which codes for one amino acid. When the ribosome reaches the stop codon, the chain of amino acid is released. The chain undergoes some modifications and acquires the required configuration to carry out the function that was coded by the DNA. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more such content.